So ever since I was 6, I would go to my grandma's house for the summer in the country. And she has this huge house, lots of land and cows, and just country stuff. So when I was about 12, I met this boy, gorgeous, loved him. We had like this little relationship thing going on, like a summer fling. And when I was 15, that's when we started going out on dates and we played like putt-putt. One night I was sitting down, and this was during the time when like Sinister 2 was coming out and the really scary commercials were playing. I was texting this boy that I had a thing with. It was pitch black, and I texted him. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. I need someone to protect me. Just like cringy 15-year-old flirting, I guess you could say. So he texted back and he was like, oh, I'll come and protect you, whatever. Like, it was kind of cute. And so I sent him my address, like as a joke. I didn't know he was actually going to show up. And so he called me and he was like, hey, I'm at your grandma's house. And I was like, oh my God. So he snuck out of his house and he stole his mom's car. When he came, I told him to hide his car in the pasture. He probably came around like 1 o'clock in the morning. We were just like talking and just dancing in the moonlight. I really liked this kid. I never had a boyfriend before. Never had like a first kiss. And he was kind of just staring at me. And I was like, what are you staring at? Like, is something wrong? And he just like grabbed my face and he just started kissing me. And I like literally did not know what to do. And he was like trying to make out with me. Of course, I was like, yeah, like I'm getting my first kiss with like the guy that I'm like in love with, like I'm 15. I've been in love with him for like 3 years now. But I was like so nervous because I didn't know what I was doing. Finally, I pulled away and I said, oh, I can't breathe. And then I just like hugged him to like avoid eye contact with him. And he just started laughing at me, just like super cringy, 15-year-old relationship stuff. Anyways, he's left around like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I didn't go to bed till like 6 o'clock that morning. And I had to go back home to my hometown that day. So I woke up. And my grandma came in and she was like, hey, did you go outside last night? And I was like, oh, crap. She found out. And I was like, yeah, like I went outside. I was just walking around in the pasture. And she was like, oh, okay, well, we saw footprints in the grass. And I was like, oh, no. And I was like, yeah, I just wanted to clear my mind, She's like, okay, like sometimes we do that. So she drove me back home because like I didn't have a license. So she had to drive me. And later that day, she texted me. She said, if you don't tell me who else was with you that night, I'm telling your parents. I was freaking out. I like almost threw up. I like almost peed myself. And I had to confess. I had to tell her like, oh, it was so-and-so. Like he came over. I'm so sorry. She said, okay, well, you're going to have to tell your parents now. I never told my parents, but that's my first kiss story. So yeah.